So mental health is deeply important. And we got into this work because of a personal experience. My co-founder is from Stanford, and we had a mutual friend who suffered with his mental health while he was at Stanford. And it just opened up our eyes to this world of what mental health is like, and particularly what mental health is like even at the most resourced institutions in the world. And we said, we've got to do something about this.
The initial idea was actually to help cancer patients find clinical trials. And so we went and talked to a ton of cancer patients, had this idea where they could essentially connect their data and find a clinical trial using it. And they basically told us they weren't super interested in that idea, which was crushing. We had both lost parents to cancer, so it was a problem that was like very personal for us. But 100% of the patients that we talked to told us the biggest problem for them was actually paying for healthcare. And so we just got really obsessed with this problem of why does paying for healthcare suck?
The company was born out of a traumatic personal health experience. And both of my co-founders have also had, their own respective challenges and run-ins with the healthcare system. It's a story that's all too common really across the US populace and people in the world, which is that, healthcare and kind of mainstream health has failed a lot of folks. So in my case, 3.5 years ago, I had just come off the back of building my first company. And I made the mistake that I think all too many entrepreneurial and ambitious people do, which is put the pursuit of success and impact and whatever you're trying to birth into the world ahead of your health foundation. And I ended up getting diagnosed with an autoimmune disorder. And the only saving grace was after I got out of the hospital, I got connected to a handful of high-end concierge physicians.
I have a 2-year-old. And when she was a newborn, my husband, who's also a product manager, and I also at that point a product manager, we were like, we've product managed the heck out of pregnancy. We've prepared as well as 2 people possibly could to be parents. And guess what? No, we didn't, because you can't. And we would have these moments, usually many, many during the day, but at least one of what I used to call my 3 a.m. oh shit moments, where you like wake up in a cold sweat and it's either your kid's making a weird noise or you've just had an anxiety dream or you're like, oh my God, is this my life now? And to your exact point, like Google, Reddit, all of the existing communities and resources for parents are terrible because you don't know what good data is. And so Riley kind of comes in and is able to tell you, like, because it has access to the best in class data, medical science, everything that's been really thoughtfully prepared with pediatricians, telling you like exactly what does and does not make a difference as a parent.
3 of my 4 grandparents during COVID all caught COVID or various other conditions and ended up passing away. But during that time, they had a mix of both home-based care and inpatient care in various facilities. And I really got to see the quality difference in outcomes. So that kind of brought me in and got me hooked on the mission as well. At the time when, after the second grandparent had passed away and we were in the ideating stage, I remember having the thought that like, somehow what I'm going to do, I'm going to dedicate it to you, basically.